Hello everyone, I'm a translator and I'm going to translate a reportage written by an analyst for the justice of the people in American democracy. This reportage was published by Noble Books Publishers on March 26, 2014 in Waterbury, Connecticut. The reportage starts with the immigrant persecuted in his country and his justice in the American democracy. The United States of America is a very beautiful country. In this continent, Indian Americans lived before it was discovered by Christopher Columbus. The immigrants of the United States of America have come from all the world. For this country have fought Americans, outstanding presidents, and immovable fighters to unite the people of the country. The American presidents have fought and contributed that the United States be independent from other countries. The American presidents have fought for justice and true democracy. Outstanding American presidents, together with outstanding people, have created laws of the American Constitution that the rights of citizens be respected. This American country has helped other countries of the world for the freedom of the people and their rights. The United States of America has sheltered immigrants from all the world, and they have become Americans. Why have the immigrants come in the United States? People have come in the United States for a better life. Who has made these people American citizens? The American laws. These immigrants that have come in America have become attorneys, judges, leaders of the United States in the American government. The immigrants who were persecuted in their countries have come in the United States of America and have become Americans. But there are honest immigrants who have been persecuted and mistreated in their countries and they still don't have the legal status in the United States of America. The American presidents speak that they will give legal status to immigrants. The congressmen in the United States of America, that is the most democratic country in all the world, should be conscientious. They should not play with people. The congressmen speak that they'll pass legislation for the immigrants in a year, in a week, in a month. Judges and attorneys deal with corruption, are negligent, and unconscientious for their interests. They take the money, lie to the immigrants who work as slaves, discriminated and mistreated, and don't give them the legal status. The immigrants are afraid to ask for their rights. The high officials of the American justice, the officials of the immigration, have not kept justice for the people that are just and persecuted. The reportage continues with the rights of employment. Presidents, congressmen must speak for the rights of people. Congressmen get paid with money from the law of governments to keep the government and to help people. The congressmen should establish regulations. Every official who works must have university education and be placed in work according to their education, cleverness, and skills. Who has finished university should be the first to be placed in jobs. The universities should lower the money for the students and not raise the money every year. Employers who employ people should not ask the workers where do they work and how much practice they have. The worker will give the knowledge that he has acquired in the university and his cleverness in the job that he has applied. What are these companies and officials that want practice from the students before they are employed? According to their unreasonable thoughts, then all the schools and universities should be closed down and let the workers be employed only with practice. This is an injustice and corruption that damages the justice of the government and the people. The university gives practice to the student because it teaches the student. The person should be conscientious and just by himself. When the person is employed, he shows himself who he is and what culture and cleverness he has. The employee should have a good and correct record. The congressman must establish regulations. Officials, judges, owners, businessmen should take the money of the citizens according to the laws of the government. And if they damage the citizen, this person must be expelled from work and to be penalized with penal law. The congressman should establish regulations that the lowest worker get a raise in their salary and not to ask the money from the government, but with the salary that they take to keep themselves and their children for their living. The government should help only the people who are sick and those that do not have any jobs. Also to help the mothers when they give birth to their children for the length of the time that is in the law, when they stay home without work. When the parents go to work and get a good salary, their children should not be helped with money. The congressman must establish regulations. Every official should write in every institution with law that someone who reports an injustice must be rewarded from the government. The person should not be afraid to be expelled from his job. Every official who works should be investigated from the investigators of the Department of Public Health and the Department of Justice. The reportage continues to write about the protection of the people. Sir, President, an American congressman, you speak in Congress to produce technological weapons. People want peace, economy, and to be happy. You must explain to people that you will produce technological weapons powerful to protect people and the United States. The congressman must establish regulations that the Department of American Justice must protect with strong laws the rights of the people. The people should pay a reasonable tax for the police. The wages of the police should be raised, and the police must protect the people in every corner of the United States. The congressman should establish regulations. The families that keep weapons must keep responsibility as a family. Every person who damages the people should be penalized with tough laws as a family. People should give the weapons away because they are protected by the law of the United States. The presidents and the congressmen are chosen by the people. President and congressman must keep responsibility for the justice of the government of the United States, for the public health, for every damage and trouble of the people, to keep responsibility for the police to protect the people of the United States. The investigators of the Department of Justice and the Department of Public Health should investigate the people who are corrupted and up to the president. Just like the citizen who is afraid when he goes in court to complain for his rights because the judges tell him not to speak or he'll be arrested. In this way also the judge should be afraid and to think well before he gives the decision for the honest people. The congressman should establish regulations. Every high official, judge, attorney, and every official of justice, together with the corrupted person, for every damage and trouble to the honest and good people, to keep responsibility and to be penalized with the toughest penal law. In the end, the reportage says that all the citizens of the United States should listen to this important reportage that speaks for the justice in the government of the United States and the justice of the people of the United States.